Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me to play some Raid Shadow Legends today. I am Felrus, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends, and today we are joined by one of our Discord community members, as well as an up-and-coming content creator himself. It's my guy, Ren. Ren, how are you doing, man?
Hi. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you. Just enjoying the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great day. Ren is here to tell us about some strategy. So he went in on my account and he made me an Amius team, be Amius for me, all that good stuff. He also has his own Amius team here, which we are going to be seeing in just a second. I'm gonna have that playing in the background while we talk. So Ren, talk us through some of the ins and outs of this boss, right? So I know this is a very difficult, very unpredictable boss. Talk us through that. Talk about how we should think about this guy. Real quick, click the link in the description to get a free Bambus as well as Ugo at level 15. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. This is where you'll find your free Bambus as well as Ugo at level 15. This gives you an insane start in Raid Shadow Legends, so click that link and let's crush this together.
So, I mean, the first thing I basically want to say is just healing is your friend, really. You want champions that do tons of healing. So, I mean, on this team, Elva is obviously the biggest healer. Arbiter gives a heal with a turn meter fill and everything. So, because obviously you need your team to survive and the boss absolutely smacks. So, things like, yeah, Elva and heals are your biggest friend, along with regen sets are amazing as well. So yeah, that's probably one of the biggest strategies. Alongside that as well, I think, to be fair, the timing of all your skills against the boss is really difficult. So like you can tell on the run here, it's got to be really specific. You use A1s at certain points. You can only use things like heal reductions and decrease attacks at certain points. So it's really difficult for people to kind of grasp enough mechanics of the boss to be able to defeat him properly. So I think that's what I'd really like to help with. But
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. You can see on this run, so this is one of the main strategies that when you're dealing damage to the boss, you want to put the heal reduction up, like I did there, just before the boss does his A1 and kills someone, and just before he switches back to his first form. So by doing this and only having one flippable debuff on him, he won't use his A3 buff flip. So I think it should work now. I mean, this run succeeded, so let's just see. Yeah, there we go. He uses the Lunar Storm, so he doesn't flip the heal reduction and he doesn't heal at all. And then we can just get Rowan back up and just keep cycling our abilities. Rowan is brilliant with the poisons and everything. So yeah, just timing the heal reduction is one of the biggest points as well.
Yeah, for sure. Walk us through the team. So what was your thought process when you were making this team, and who's on it exactly?
Yeah, so you need heal reduction, obviously. I mean, Rowan was the only heal reduction champion I had for this rotation, and she brings poisons, so she's great. Elva is there for healing and revival. Same thing with Arbiter and and Mortu is just there for damage, is his secret skill max. And then same thing with Vulcan. So it's not an intricate team, but it can still counter everything that the boss throws at it. So it's really good in that sense.
Yeah, and this is a completely manual run, right?
Yeah, I mean, most teams will have to be because of the mechanic, because of the way that the boss works and the way that you have to time skills.
Yeah, makes sense. It's a weird boss, right?
Yeah, it's so many people's roadblock towards Marius.
Oh, he's required for Marius.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's the second to last mission. You have to beat him on hard. So I think that mission and doing Finite 10 is probably most people's worst missions, for sure. So hopefully this can help. Yeah, hopefully this can help loads of people get Amius done, because Marius is so broken. I need to get him, really.
So you're basically killing the boss with burns and poisons and Mortu's damage skill, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just have the heal reduction just to throw up on the boss right before he changes back into form.
And like that. Yeah, that's one of the big things about the boss. When he is about to flip back into his first form, the only debuff on him should be that heal reduction. So anything like decrease attack, decrease defense will cause him to then go back into his base form and flip the heal reduction back around, and then he'll heal up for about half his health.
Okay.
So it's horrible that way.
So it's a timing
So
game.
that's one of the biggest things that I think that I've seen people do. So yeah, that's the biggest one. Also, what else is there? Oh yeah, don't put buffs up before he's about to switch into his damage form, because he will flip the buffs. I believe his AO in the second form deals damage based on the amount of buffs he flips. So obviously you want as minimal damage there as possible, because it doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as his A1. But for people who don't have really tanky champions, it can really mess you up, and it can kill your revivers and things and just mess up your run. So you want to just mitigate as much unnecessary damage as possible, really.
Okay, I got you there. And it's just all about timing. It's just all about timing. Now, would you recommend that the team just not carry those other debuffs like decrease attack, decrease defense, and whatever else? Or do you...
Well, sorry. Yeah, go on.
Or do you think that those debuffs are worth it, just you have to be careful where you put them?
Yeah, they are worth it. If you know when to put them up and when not, it's definitely good to have them. Just killing him quicker is always good.
Right.
I mean, because like I know lots of people use Venom Mage. I use her in normal. I used her on your account in normal. Yeah. She's amazing, and she brings that decreased attack and defense. And that's another tactic for mitigating the second form damage, because the decreased attack that she puts out on her A2 will mitigate a lot of the damage from the boss's A2 on the second form. So she's amazing, and decreased defense will help your damage dealers like your Thors and things. So yes, just don't put them up in his second form is the big takeaway, I think, with
so don't buff in his first form, don't debuff except for the heal reduction in the second form.
I mean, I like to, so this might be a bit what's the words, hypocritical, but sometimes if you're using, because it's very easy to build it with really high resist, and when the boss does the sleep in his second form, she can resist that. So when the boss uses his A1, kills someone, and then automatically activates the sleep again, I sometimes cleanse it off with Mithrala right as he's about to go into his other form,
right,
which does help just get a bit more damage off. And then it allows another thing, block debuff champions, you should have one. I mean, that's a general rule for most teams that you can be susceptible to debuffs with. But then it allows Elva to put up block debuffs, and then you don't get stunned by the boss's A3 on the first form.
Right. So the critical junctures are the form changes.
Those are the big areas to be careful with.
All right. So how would you recommend that the audience builds their Amius team? What should they be looking for outside of heal reduction, block debuffs, and some form of healing?
Yeah, I mean, obviously heal reduction, healing, and just poisons and HP burns are really good. So I think one champion most people have, Ninja. He's busted. Ninja's amazing for this boss. And in some Ninja teams, he deals so much damage you don't even need a heal reduction, because he can just out damage the boss.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you can get to that point where you don't need the heal reduction, you can sometimes just run it on auto if your team is well built enough and you have the right champions.
Right.
But for most people, that's just not viable, really.
Sure. Yeah. So, all right. We'll say sounds good. Do you have any other tips, any other things that everybody should be aware of, that I should be aware of? Because I'm in no means an Amius expert here. What anything else that we should be aware of for this boss?
I don't think so. I think that's pretty much covered it.
There you have it, guys. The easiest, most simple way to beat Amius on either hard mode or normal mode. Ren, thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, sorry. I've got one more thing.
He's got one more thing. All right, what's up?
Just bring Brimstone.
Okay. All right,
It wrecks him. So
there we go. I mean, a lot of people have a Brimstone champion at 5-star Awakening, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, loads of people get the free champions. Exactly. It's not that difficult to find these days.
All right. Well, we also did a collab on Ren's channel. I think that's going to be out today as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's going to be out. There's a link to his channel in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I have been Felris. That has been Ren, and we will see you in another video.